So I've actually been trying to record and post this story for a long time. This is definitely one of the first ones I had in mind when I created my YouTube channel. But to be honest, I just never got around to it. Like I wrote a little script for it. I still have it, and I think I'm gonna go off that, not completely, but I mean, shit. My memory's getting a little hazy from a year back, 2 years back, even though I'm 15 years old. But shit, fuck it. I'm telling this story from the best of my recollection. So, about a year ago, yeah, about a year ago, this was all when, like, all my kicked out on acid shit happened. You know, you've seen those videos, hopefully. But this was like a week after. I haven't really explained what happened after that, but my ass got kicked out of my house. I was supposed to be at my dad's house, but for about a week straight, I was kind of just doing my own thing, thugging it around my town. Not really thugging it, just kind of smoking a lot of weed. And for a while, I was staying with one of my close homies. He gave me a place to stay because the place we're about to talk about, I actually stayed the night out one time, and it was god awful, bro. I pray to God. I love the people, but I just pray to God the house gets a little cleaned up. You know what I mean? This story is a good one, so let's get right into it. This story starts about a week after I got kicked out of my house for tripping on acid with my friend, and this story is actually the same friend that was with me that night of the acid. Basically, after I got kicked out of my house, I was sleeping at my friend Fogel's house for about a week. And on this day, I wake up and check my phone, and while I'm just like scrolling through my phone, scrolling through Snap, Instagram, my plug just hits me up and he's like, "Yo, I got some fire shrooms and let me know if you need." And at this point in time, I was already like down in the shitter, not really doing too good, so I was kind of just doing everything and anything I could get my hands on. And I'm like, fuck it, give me some mushrooms right now. I hit him up. I buy like 4 grams or some shit, and he meets us behind the garage, at my friend's house. And yeah, we get the shrooms and we get back inside and scale them out. And the second we scale them out, we just fucking eat them. It's like 7:30 p.m., bro. We don't give a fuck. We just eat them. Like, and yeah. And after about like 10 minutes, after we finish everything, after my stomach settled and everything, um, we text one of my homies. We're gonna call him, fuck it, we'll call him Osama. Basically, we asked Osama, if we could buy some weed, and he says, yeah, fuck it. So we start walking over about halfway. Keep in mind, this is like a 20-minute walk, and about halfway, I actually started feeling the mushrooms, which was pretty cool because it was only about 30 minutes since I'd taken them, and 2 grams isn't a crazy strong dose. Um, and it was almost like a really strange, interesting weed body high. If you get what I'm trying to say, it's almost like a really soothing, relaxing like feeling. Um, when we get there, my homie Fogel, who I'm staying with, has to leave and go buy Plan B for one of my homies. So who we're gonna call him? We'll call him fucking Kevin. And the only store that sold Plan B near Osama's house was about 1.5 miles away. So I was definitely not walking my high ass over there. So Osama and Fogel went by themselves. And if I'm gonna be honest with you, this is either the best part or the worst part of the story. Like, I low-key sometimes think I should have gone with them because I was left in a house full of, I'm not even gonna say the derogatory term, but yeah. Um, so basically, I was left there because they wanted me to like make sure that the weed came and it was quality weed, and it was up to date with me and yeah. But basically, after after they leave, I just sit around on the couch, and there's like this back room to this house where like everyone goes to smoke. Like, if you're gonna smoke in the house, you're not really allowed to just walk around with a blunt. But if you go to the room of Osama's older brother, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And I would just they told me to pull up over there. I was smoking a couple cigarettes, just chilling with like grown 25-year-old men. And basically, I asked Osama's older brother, because he's the one who's getting the weed for us. Because at the time, my plug had no bud. I don't know why he only had mushrooms. And yeah, so we just decided to trust this grown fucking Bigfoot looking man. And he's like, alright, bro, give me the money. He's here. And I trust this dude. For some reason, I trust this dude, even though his appearance isn't very trustworthy, I could say. I trusted him. I was like, if anyone knows where the good weed is at, it's crackheads. And he comes back about 5, 6 minutes later. It didn't take too long. And basically, he's like, bro, this shit is fucking fire. I smelled it. Definitely some top 10. Fucking some gas. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, alright, well, let me see it. Let me see that shit, bro. And when he pulls it out, I cannot explain to you the amount of sheer disappointment I felt. First of all, I know it wasn't 4 grams. I could easily tell. He lied to me. And then second of all, it was literally like 90% fucking powder, bro. That shit was all like powdery and shit, and it wasn't good. There was maybe 2 to 3 nugs in the bag, and I was pretty fucking annoyed. But I was like, you know what? Fuck. It smells pretty good. I'll give him that. It smells pretty good. So I decided to smoke like 2 bowls. Because, I had paid for most of the weed. My homie did put a little money in, but we did save that for him. And, we had like 2 bowls going. It was pretty chill. We were vibing. Keep in mind, it was like 30 to 45 minutes after this kid left to go get the plan B. So he's still not back yet. And, I'm just like scrolling on my phone, and then I'm like, yo, what's your dad doing right now? And his dad's like this like 65-year-old man. He's old, bro. I'm not even gonna guess his age, but he's old. Like, he's not 40, he's not 50. He's definitely a little on the close to retiring side. But I know he smokes weed, and I know he's kind of a funny motherfucker. So I'm like, yo, let's smoke with your dad, bro. This is me talking to Osama's older brother, who he still doesn't have a name. We'll call him Bigfoot. So this is me talking to Bigfoot, and Bigfoot's like, yeah, fuck it, let's go ask. But one thing, bro, you cannot tell him that you're under 18. So Osama and Bigfoot's dad had a big house rule where it's like, I don't give a fuck what you do in my house if you're 18 years old. And keep in mind, this is a year ago, and I have a really distinctive baby face. You know what I mean? Like, my face is, you can tell I'm not fucking 18, bro. I look pretty young. So I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. But he's like, I have a good idea. We're gonna say you're your older brother, because my older brother does all this stupid shit. And for some reason, Bigfoot knew my older brother. So I was like, alright, I guess we'll see if this old man really can see if I'm fucking 18. And remember, I had taken the fucking mushrooms already, bro. I was tripping sack. I had started seeing visuals and shit in this fucking house. And this was right before we went upstairs to go ask this dude. So we go, and keep in mind, this house is really, really, really dirty, bro. It's really fucking dirty. There's trash everywhere. They have a cockroach infestation. Just all around, not a ideal household that you would want to be in, especially while tripping off any psychedelic. So, my mental state was already a little like, I don't want to go upstairs, because I've seen the upstairs, and it is not a good place. Like, the bathroom especially. But, enough of shit talking these people's house. Let's get back onto the story. Basically, when I get up there, he walks in first, and he's like, hey, Dad, this is my friend, first name, last name, because he says my brother's real first name and last name, and I'm just not going to say it. But he's like, yeah, this is my homie. He's 18. He went to school with me. And he looks at me, and he gives me, like, the biggest smile on it. He's like, he just looks at me and starts grinning, almost like he knew that I was tripping dick on mushrooms. And I kind of freaked out a little bit, because, like, there's no way this man thinks I'm 18, he has no proof that I'm not, but at the same time, do I really look 18? And, shit, I guess he thought I was 18, because this man was like, come on, pull a chair up. And we just sat around this little coffee table in his room, just smoking some bowls with a like 60-year-old man. It was pretty chill. And in the middle of this, my friend Fogel actually comes back with the plan B, and I'm like, damn, you made it. And it was pretty gay because he didn't give me time to smoke with that dude's dad, bro. I had smoked 2 bowls with him, and he was like, nah, bro, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know what he was tweaking about, but I guess something on the Wacom had pissed him off. And yeah, we chilled there for about 30 more minutes, and we have his dad pick us up. His dad picks us up at like 10 p.m. He asks what we're doing, and we just tell him, we're just chilling. Obviously, we smell like weed and shit, but we're not in trouble. We're chilling. So we get home, and by that time, it was like 3 hours, but my trip was already almost gone. And so what better thing to do than to smoke the rest of our ganja that we had? So we did. We packed up this like little one hitter that had tape on it, and literally every time you took a hit of this shit, you'd either be smoking plastic or like glass shards. There was no in between. And yeah, we just chilled there. We watched Cheech and Chong, I'm pretty sure. If you have not seen that movie, I would highly recommend you watch it. It's a quality piece of stoner history. And after that, we got the bright idea to watch this movie called Midsummer. And it's literally about this crazy, like, fucking stupid mushroom cult. And it's really fucking scary, like, in my opinion. Like, it's definitely one of the not scarier, but just one of the eerier movies. Like, I was a little shit-faced watching it. And even if I was sober, I would have been a little spooked, if you know what I mean. So my fucking tweak ass is like, fuck this, I'm going to sleep. And so I just go to sleep, and I wake up, and the mushroom feeling is gone, with all and 100% recollection of what had happened the night before. And basically, this is just like, it was just a whole mind fuck, because it really just settled with me. I smoked with like a man who was 40 when I was just born. Like, this man was grown even when I wasn't even alive, bro. If that makes any sense. Like, I was still in my dad's ball sack, just chilling, smoking a womb blunt, and this man was out in the real world doing real shit, bro. So give him props to that. I forgot his name, to be honest. I know I knew his name, but it's not in my brain anymore. My brain is too fucked from past psychedelic use that my brain can only remember like 6 months back. But anyways, that's the story. That's it. There's not much to it. It's not the most interesting story, but I feel like, I don't know, it's just interesting tripping somewhere that isn't your ideal environment, because you really do get a lot of mixed emotions off of it. Like, at first I was like, bro, fuck this shit, and then once the shrooms started kicking in, I was like, yo, I could low-key live here. But I was terribly wrong. I would not live there. But like I said in the beginning of the video, shouts out to the people that chill there, that live there. They're all pretty cool. I love them. They're my homies, but they need a fucking vacuum cleaner, not even some, like a fucking huge amount of like the sanitizing wipes, and like some Windex, bro. They need to clean a little bit, and some fucking cockroach killer. But this is the end of the video. It was good posting again. I'm glad that this video was able to get to some people, if only a couple people see it, because I really do enjoy telling stories, because these stories, I feel like a lot of people my age don't have a lot to say like this. Even if they do, they just choose not to. And I feel like it's a very weird perspective coming from a 15-year-old rather than a 22-year-old fucking piehead. You know what I mean? And yeah, well, this is the end, boys. I will not post for like another 3 fucking years. So I'm thankful y'all got to see me now. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace out.
Yeah, nothing is real. Lately, that's how it feel. Laying here breathing ain't got no meaning. You just a meme. Late at night, I wonder if y'all can still see me. I'm just trapped in this fucking life of hate. Everyone around is toxic fake. It's either play be played. Treat it like a game, day after day, no game. Why do I still remain? Wish I could reset my preset is depressed. Yeah, I was obsessed. Stuff I once was blessed. You were like a blade in my chest. Stay.